Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champagne here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Better Marts. Now, it's been a bit since we played this one, and this game was kind of interesting because we started playing it before they did a whole bunch of updates, and then they did a whole bunch of updates, which really kind of completely changed the game and put us in this weird spot where we were constantly trying to play catch up to get ourselves into a spot where we were in sync with all the updates, and it really kind of became a daunting task. So I really like the game. I really do. And I felt that the best thing that we can do really at this point is just try starting over because so much about the game has changed at this point that it's almost like we're too far gone on the old one. So I want to try just starting all over again and see what the game looks like as if we'd never played it before and start from here and give it a whirl. So we're gonna get right into it again. So starting over with a brand new Rusty Mart with all of the changes that have been made to the game since we first picked it up. So they give us all these different things here. So welcome to Better Marts. We can use a different keyboard. So we're going to use the QWERTY keyboard. They talk about the computers, so available at the reception and in your stockroom. There's central element in managing your hypermarket, using buy your items, shelves, refrigerators, so on and so on. You'll unlock employee lockers purchasable by the computer, and we got ones for cashiers, bakery restockers, general restockers. So it looks like there's a lot of stuff in here. So yeah, checkouts. Talking about checkouts, different types of furniture that are available. Two delivery docks in your stock room. Okay, and each pallet has a pallet fee of deposit fee of €8. And then storage racks. This is where we had the biggest problems with the storage racks because they originally never had labels on them, and then they did have labels on them, and everything that we did just got completely thrown off because we were just trying to constantly get our back room organized and just were never having any luck with it. Pallet stacker, opening the store, the scanner tool, which is a very good tool to have. The sorting area and the trash bins. So two bins between the delivery docks. The gray bin is used only to dispose of the packaging from items your customers can purchase. You do not earn money. And the yellow bin is used only to recycle the packaging from your furniture and decorations, 75% of the purchase price. Okay. So all that said, yeah, so we're treating this as if we'd never played the game before, just starting completely over. We're going to go walk in here and take a look, see what we've got back here. And there's no computer back here anymore. So the computer that used to be here is now gone. But it does look like we have the computer here at this point. But well, we did always have this computer here. So we're just going to start with this. And was there like a tablet or anything? I guess not. So these were just the things that we got. So these are the different products that we have available at the beginning. We have bread, we have milk, we have crackers, we have spaghetti. And if we go into here, so let's close out of this, go to the market. So here are those products as we had them before. So yeah, there's the bread, there is the milk, there is the crackers, and there is the spaghetti. And we'll go ahead and buy a little bit of each of those. So we're going to see, can we get a pallet of each of them? Yeah, $5,000. We can certainly do that. So we'll get a pallet of each. And then get all that taken care of. And go ahead, deliver that all to Bay 1. Now, I also think I need some furniture. So these are the different things that we have available right now. So we have our hand pallet. Interesting that they don't give us one of those for free. So we'll buy one of those. We have our pallet stacker that we need to buy for $350. And then we have a computer that we can put in the back. Okay, so they make us buy our computer in the back as well for $150. Okay, that's fine. Things in the shop, we have a wet floor sign if you want some decor. And we have some lights, which I don't think we really need too many of them, but we do have them available. Floor markings. And then we have rack protection, all kinds of rack protection, protective barriers. We have bakery open immediately. So light wood floors, light wood floors, light wood floors. Interesting. And then we have some plants. Okay. Very interesting that we have we have bakery floor immediately available. Okay, we're not going to worry about that right now because we have no bakery products. So we're just going to get all that stuff delivered and get everything set up in our back room. We also have another computer over here. So just in case you don't feel like staring at the one wall, you can stare at the other wall, basically, just like that. Employees, so we can get a restocker at level 3. We can get a cashier at level 9. Or no, we have one cashier already, but we don't have the locker, so we have to buy the locker. So let's go back to the market. Let's go to lockers. Oh, and then we have these furnitures as well. So these are the different furniture we can get. So the large plate shelf, a cash register shelf. Oh, so that must be for like little incidentals and stuff like that. So we will get a large plate shelf. We will get a rack. Yeah, we'll just get the one rack for now. We will get the cash register locker, or the cashier locker. That's what I meant to say. Vehicles, we already bought the hand pallet truck. We bought the pallet stacker, the computer, and those are all the different core items. So that'll all get delivered to bay door number 2. And now let's go back and take care of all of our stuff here. So we should have a truck. Oh, I do actually have a hand truck here. So I don't know why I needed another one. I probably did not, but it's all right. It's fine. Not going to worry about it. We're okay. We'll just have a spare. And let's go ahead, open this up. So take the computer. I'm going to set the computer back here like we had before. You can hit A to change the grid. Oh, you can probably change that, or maybe you can't change the grid on this. I thought you could. So let me go here. Settings. There, and keyboards. So change the grid. I'm going to, let's see. Oh, here it says Q. Oh, because it's a QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, so they were telling me what it was on the Azurity keyboard. So yeah, so that actually says A there, but they actually mean that it's Q. All right, one way or the other, we'll set that there. Okay, that's done. I got to grab my pallet machine. I'm stuck on something. I don't know what I'm stuck on, but I'm stuck on something. We're better now. It's okay. We're fine. Everything is okay. Here's my pallet stacker. Going to go ahead and set this up kind of where we used to have it before. So let's go ahead, drop that. Pallet stacker is going to go right about there. Q again to change the grid. Plop it right up against the wall. And then go ahead, drop our pallets into the pallet stacker. Get all that taken care of. Cool. And those should immediately, yeah, they'll stack. I don't have to do anything else with it. There's our second pallet jack that I didn't need to buy. Maybe that's if you have a friend, potentially. Then you could both have a pallet jack. We'll just leave that there for now. And drop that in place as well. Next up, there's all of our products. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get my rack, my storage rack, and I want to get that set up and start doing all of my storage right away. So we're gonna do it like we did it before, where we have the racks we have an opening here, then we have racks going that direction. So we're gonna open this rack. It has to go in this area. So I'm gonna leave some space over here where they can walk through. It's not like we really need it, but just for keeping some semblance of realism, we'll do that. And then here, the labels are already enabled, so we don't even have to do anything for that. So that's good. Before, you had to tell the racks that you wanted labels turned on, but at this point, they have made it so you don't have to do that. And I'm plenty happy about that. Now we're going to go here and set this up. So here is our shelf, which we will drop right about here. Go ahead, set that there. I will probably need a couple of those. Well, we'll start with the one and then go from there, because I'm trying to remember exactly how much product we can put up on those. I don't think it was a ton, but it might be enough to get us going. And if so, that's fine. The cashier locker is going to go all the way over here. Now, this is interesting because I only know all this because we played this before. But if you hadn't played this before, maybe it gives you the full-blown tutorial if you've never played it. I don't know for sure. But yeah, we're not currently getting one. And they've changed this. So this is interesting. This area, I think, has changed a bit. So open this door. So I guess this is where the lockers go? Staff room? Is that where we put this? So I'm going to set this here. I think this goes here. And we'll just drop it right there in that corner. Just like that. Okay. Yeah, I think it's through the wall, but it's all right. It's fine. It'll be okay. Not going to worry about it. Look at all these legends up here on this wall. I mean, you got all kinds of these names over here. We got Austin here. I saw Play with Moxie over there. We got Inside a Gamer there. All these wonderful people. We got Fragrance there. We got the Bearded Gamer there. Lots and lots of names. We got Wild Chaos there. All ones that I know. We got Game Space up there. We got Sooner Ray. I know that. How the heck did this Rusty Champagne get up on that wall? I'll still never understand that. There must have been some kind of a mistake there. I do not quite understand how that happened. Let's go ahead. Drop that one off. And done. Now we can actually start going and getting all of our product put away. I do need to check one thing here before we get into that. All right. Now we can go ahead and start setting this stuff up. So yeah, our first 4 items are just going to go up here on this shelf. Yeah, these cannot hold a lot. That's right. So I'm going to get another one of those shelves. And we're going to go across this time. So I'm going to have 2 going across. So let's get another shelf. So another large plate shelf. And I guess I'll get a cash register shelf. I don't know exactly what that's going to do, but we're going to go ahead and get one. I'm assuming that's going to just be for like incidentals and things like that. Or for the impulse purchases. I forget exactly what they call them, but I think it's called like impulse purchases. The things that you always get when you're right there at the cash register and you're like, oh yeah, I really wanted some Mentos or some Altoids or stuff like that. So perhaps that's what we've got going on here. Let's go ahead and so this guy. A cash register shelf. Does that go, where does that go? Does that go up here? I mean, it looks like it does. Although it's not, or maybe not. Huh. I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do with this. So I don't know. We'll go ahead and put that away for now. Yeah, it says take cash register shelf. So yeah, I would imagine that would go with where the cash register is, but apparently not. But it does. Huh. I'll set it there for now because I don't know exactly what we do with it. Maybe that's for returns. I don't know. I don't remember us having one of those before, so it's interesting. Again, it's like we've never played this game, other than the fact that we have, and they've just changed a lot since the last time that we actually touched it. So shelf number 2, we will go ahead and set this over next to shelf number 1. So right about there, and then we will set up more spaghetti up there. And then set the prices on these. So set item price. And, I've got to move my big head. I'm going to take my big head and put it all the way. I'm going to put it right about there. That'll be fine. So here we can set the price. I believe we can go double. And then we can keep going up. Yeah, so we're going to go, can I go 225? So we can go, going to go 233. So I'm going to go all the way up to where it stops being green. So at the top end of the green, that's where we're going to go. I think we're just going to max out all of our prices like that. That is now going. Okay, let's grab our next items. So our bread, we will set that up as well. So yeah, and we'll eventually get all this kind of moved around as time goes on. This is just all initial placement because we've only got these 4 products. But as we get more and more stuff, we'll find a way to make this a little bit more sensible. But for now, it's like we're like a small convenience store that sells spaghetti and bread and milk and whatever the other product was. So profit will be $1.74. That'll work, putting us at 333. Let's go ahead and take this back with us. Drop it in one of our shelves. So there we go. So that is labeled for sliced bread. So all the sliced bread will go right there. Anytime we order more, it will be there. Or that's where it'll go when we get restockers. That's what I meant to say. Our milk, we'll go ahead, set this up right here on this shelf. Again, this is all going in random spots right now. And as we get more shelves, we'll try and change some of this stuff around. Because there, again, that was one of the challenges that we had with this game, is that they just added so many new products, and trying to keep up with all of it and trying to keep the back room organized, it just got to be way too much. And that's why we kind of took a break from the game for the longest time, because we were just in a position where it was impossible to ever get caught up. But now, starting over, we should not have that problem. All right, so that will go there. And then the last one we got is our crackers. Yeah, well, what an interesting story. All the stores that we ever play always start out interesting. I mean, Supermarket Simulator was this way, Hypermarket Simulator was this way, just like random collections of products that you have to start the game out. And they don't really seem like they go together, but for some reason, that's what they give you. It's really interesting. So we've got our spaghetti, we've got our sliced bread, we've got our milk cartons. We got to set the price on these. Oop. So go there. So it's like they give you profit, so you can go like price plus 10% is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so for $1.46, and then yeah, so you can go double the base price and then put another 10% on top of that, is what it seems like. It may not be that way for everything, but for these things so far it is. Let's go ahead. Let's open up the store. So day one, the new version of the Rusty Mart is open for your convenience. And while it's open and running, we're going to go ahead and get all of this stuff put away here. And it'll be interesting to see exactly how many customers we get in a day, what that's going to look like here. Because again, it's been quite some time since we played this, especially from the very beginning. So I don't know in this world what it's going to be like in terms of customer counts or anything like that. It does show you right above my big head how many customers we have in the store. So right now we've got a big fat 0. But we should have some people showing up here momentarily to help get us some cash. By the way, cheese snacks, buy one, get one free. I didn't realize that we had those available for sale yet, so I don't know how it is that we're advertising them, but somehow we are. And there it is, our very first customer here to buy some crackers, and that's all he had, is the crackers. So yeah, I'm going to have to read up on what this shelf is all about, because I really don't know what the purpose of that thing is. It seems like it's supposed to serve a purpose. It's just not clear to me what it is. Because again, I would have thought it would have been one of those shelves that you just buy and you get all kinds of like stuff like gum and things like that. I just, or maybe it's actually supposed to go there, and then we put some like random things up there, like candy and whatnot. I'm not sure, but and maybe it would normally go here. I don't know. Right now, it's just going to stay empty because I don't think we're going to take crackers and put them up on that shelf. We'll eventually get something that will work there at some point in time. And as we have the need to get more stuff on the shelves, we can like just grab individual boxes one at a time. Not the best way to go about it, but since it's so early in the store's lifespan, we don't have to worry about it too much. And then we can just run it back. I could have left all the product actually out here if I wanted to, but I will run it back and keep our store clean, so we don't have a whole bunch of stuff sitting out there on the floor. Just again, just trying to trying to make it look as nice as we possibly can. For the most part, that is at least the plan for now. So yeah, early on in the game, it's kind of quiet. That will change as we get further along. It looks like every order we're getting about 5 experience for it. Because if I take a look up there, how much experience did we get for that? It must have counted it before he actually put the stuff on there. Because we're still at 36. Well, let's find out with this person and see what happens. So we're on 36 XP. And now we're on 41. So yeah, it looks like every person gives us 5 XP. So just another, 8 customers? Yeah, I can math. Really, I can. 8 more customers, and that'll get us up to level 2. And then it'll already start to add on there. Because just the number of products that are in this game is truly staggering. I know that in the last update that they added another 100 products. I don't even know how many there are now at this point in time. We have how many products in the game? If we were to go here and look at the collection, 736 products is a ridiculous number of products that are in this game. It is absolutely bonkers how many we have in here. It is crazy. And I also wonder, so only items not in the warehouse and only items unlocked at level 1. So, I hope this actually works now, this part. I'd really be happy if it did. For the longest time, it did not work. But if it does now, that's going to be great because that's going to make life a lot easier in terms of ordering stuff for the back room. And just looking at that screen to see exactly what we don't have back there. But yeah, for the longest time, that did not function. Or at least it did not function properly. So I do hope that that's been fixed. So yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting for more people to show up so we can get up to level 2, see exactly what's going to open up then. Got plenty of money for now. That's not going to last, but we'll make do with what we've got at this point and see exactly what the next thing is that's going to happen. It's not going to be with this person that just walked in now, but whoever comes in behind them will be the person to help push us up a level. And at that point, I think we'll get an idea of what we will get. So if we go here, articles, oh yeah, that's when we get all the water. So we're going to get 6 different kinds of water right from the jump. And then do we get any other furniture or anything like that? It does not look like it. So we won't get any of those. But there's the level 2. So we got mineral water, bottles of spring water, and then a couple other waters. We are going to need... So there's all the different water, mineral water, bottles of spring water, filter water, packs of mineral water, spring water packs, filtered water packs, and we will need some furniture for that. So furnitures are going to be these large plate shelves again, because that's really all we've got right now. We will buy 4 of these. So let's get those. And then we will get each of the different kinds of water. And we'll try and get a pallet of each of those. See if that's going to work. It will just barely, but that is fine. So let's close out of there and make our way to the back and start preparing for our next part of the adventure. And I will need to get more racks because at this point we do not have a forklift to stack anything up. So I will also need 2 more racks here. So let's go here. We're going to go to market and furniture in 2 more racks. And that's all we can do now. And that's going to show up to delivery bay number 2. Also, I can set my prices on all my water. So let's go here. And whoops, it's not here. Oh, no, it's here. So we're going to go, let's see, $1.30. So actually, can I go like what? Let's see. So let's see, $1.30, $1.36, and then 136. So I'm gonna do copy, paste, paste. This is gonna be 567. And then if I go one up, yeah, so 567 on each of these. 567. Cool. Those are all set, ready to go. There's my delivery of my new racks. So let's go ahead and pull these off of here. Get the racks set up so that way we got all this stuff organized. We're going to do our best to keep this all organized right from the start. And then again, once we get up to like, I don't even know what level it is. It might be level 7. We'll go ahead and get our forklift so we can start stacking the stuff upward instead of having it just across here. Go ahead, start selling some of these. Get some cash. Because I think you get like $10 each for ones that you sell. It's a pretty good number. It's a pretty good rate. And I'll take every dollar I can get, especially if I keep on ordering pallets and stuff, which I really don't need to keep on doing. We'd probably be better off not getting full pallets. I just was getting a little bit ambitious with what I was buying there. And then we've got our racks right back there. So let's go ahead and grab those and get all those set up. And you can drag any pallet through any other pallet in this game. It's kind of funny how that works. Don't have to worry too much about realism there. I'm going to actually set this. So let's move this. I'm going to set this up over here. So we got all of our water kind of up over there. That's going to be my plan for now. Set all that up right there in that spot. Oh, and can I take more than one water pack at a time? Or can I only take them one at a time? Oh, that stinks. Okay. Very weird. I would have hoped that we could take them more than one at a time. But it doesn't seem like I can. So, all right. I guess I'll go about it this way. That's not great. We would have hoped to take them, a handful at a time. Unless there's just something I'm missing there. But it doesn't seem like I am. Okay, so here is, which one are these? Let's take a look. So this was the filtered. Oh, these are just filtered water bottles. So those are just going to go up there like that, across from the filtered water packs. It seems like it makes sense to do that like that. All right. And then we'll run this to the back. And again, eventually I'd like to have this where they're going up and up, all of my water, but I can't do that right now because I don't have a forklift to put them up. So that'll have to be a thing for another day. once we actually get our forklift here. So this is what? The mineral water packs. All the quality pivots. That's all set. And then I think we should have a similar kind of water. So for now, I'm just going to leave a space, and then that other filtered water is going to go there. So this should be the same mineral water, except loose. So that will go here. Yeah, mineral water bottles. And we will set those right there. Oh, no, not there. Not there. That's not there. All right, we'll fix that up. That won't be a problem. Because I think I can get rid of that tag, so I can go there, clear items. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to mess that part up that quick. All right, so that'll go there. And then we got our final kinds of water here. So these are the 6-packs. And what water is this again? What was it? Spring water. And that's all done. Now, I think eventually those can go on like pallet displays, but again, we're nowhere near having that. That'll be something, again, later on down the line, but we don't have that at this point in time. Because we are still in the very beginnings of everything here. But let's go ahead and get these put out. Oh no, I did it again. Up higher, dummy. Up on the shelf above it. That's what we want. Yeah. And then I got to clear out that tag there. So clear, done. Let's go run that to the back. And then once we get the final product on the shelf, we'll go ahead. Actually, I can open up the store now. So let's do that. So click. Day 2. Store's open for your convenience. I didn't even bother looking at what our report said. That's fine. Did I miss something? Oh no, no, we're good. I just got to grab this last pallet. That's the only thing I missed. Yeah, because all of our water's there. And here are all of our pallets. So that's all taken care of. So at level 3, that's when we'll finally get our first. That's when we'll get our first restocker. And how much money do we have at this point? Let's see. Yeah, 0 restockers. We'll need to get the locker for it. And the lockers are, I believe, $500. So lockers. I guess that doesn't show up yet. I would have figured it might have, but yeah. So here we go. Level 3. That's going to be eggs. I think that's oil. And that's all we get. And again, I wish everything happened as slowly later in the game as it does in the beginning. So they kind of gradually bring you in, but later on they just open the floodgates on you. And it gets to be quite daunting. We have nothing out of stock, which is great. And as we would expect there to not be anything out of stock at this point. And now we're just waiting for the ability to hire that restocker. But just like every other store we got, it takes everyone forever to show up here. Oh my, I really need some spaghetti and I need some bread. That's kind of a problem now, isn't it? So let's grab those. Wasn't even paying attention to that. So spaghetti, sorry guys. Sorry. I'm on it. Sorry. My fault. I'm on it. Get this taken care of. My bad. I goofed. Here, we're getting it. We're getting it. It's like, what kind of a store are you running here? You should have stayed with the old one. Nope, we had to start over. We really did. Okay, so there's that. We've reached level 3. Yay! And yeah, we got oil and we got eggs. So we'll have to find a place for both of those. So let's drop that. Get everybody their bread so they're happy. We will also go ahead and get that restocker locker. So that way we can have them do some of the restocking and we don't have to worry about it as much. Because I'm all about having people help me out in this endeavor. Wherever I can. So we're going to go employee. We have one restocker, so we can go ahead, get the locker. So furnitures, lockers, open. So we got a restocker and a truck unloader. Now I can probably take care of unloading the truck, but I would like a restocker. So let's get that taken care of as soon as we can. I mean, later on, it might not be bad to have someone who can unload the trucks, but for now, it's okay. The place is slow enough right now that we don't have to worry about it. He said as he ran himself out of both spaghetti and bread. It's that slow. It's just that slow. And then we will have to get a couple more racks for those two new products. So we've got to get oil. We got to get eggs. And then we might need to start maybe moving some stuff around. So I might take the milk and the eggs and the oil, put them together, potentially, possibly, options. And then it will also need another shelf. So I'm going to actually move these down. So that's going to move down. That's going to move down. And then can I clear these labels off? I think I can. Yeah. So reset and, so those are both reset. Okay. So it resets anything that's empty, apparently, which is fine because the eggs and the oil are going to go there. That is going to be the plan for that. And now we'll go ahead, take this, set it up. So I think, can I pull this off of here and set it down? I can. So I don't have to run the pallet all the way down there. I can just walk the locker all the way down, which is fine. And that goes right into our big storeroom here, our staff room. This room, where all the people go and drop off their stuff. So there's that. So now we got a restocker, which maybe that's why we need to have the other pallet jack, potentially. I do not know. I don't know if the restocker comes with their own pallet jack or if we have to supply one for them. But there they are. No, they have their own pallet jack. So I bought a pallet jack for nothing. I guess I could probably take that and sell it back. Maybe. So we can only recycle furniture. No. So I can't. I'm stuck with it. It's fine. This will go right here next to the desk as a sign of one of my bad purchases. We will just put that right there. It's perfectly fine. We will go ahead now, get 2 more shelves because we will need a couple more shelves. So 2 more of these. And then once we have a little bit more money, we will go ahead and get our eggs and oil and get them set up as well. And that'll just all go right here. So yeah, I'll probably take the milk, eggs, and oil, put that all together. And then I'll just have the pasta bread and crackers on the one. So we can kind of go that way about it. This guy's going to town, putting up all those packs. I'm more than happy to see him doing that because he's doing all the hard work. There's Restocker Adam. He's trying to put his pallet back in its place. It's nice that he tells me about that. I appreciate the input or the updates. It's rather cool of him to do that. So we'll go ahead, get these set up right over by our others. Perfect. And how are we doing on cash? $150. So that'll be enough to get a little bit of each of them. Not a ton, but it'll at least get some of each of those things in here. So if we go to stock And then this is going to be, so buck 68, so 336, and 16 is 352. Now if I go oh no, so 351 is where they want me to be there. And then this is going to be 366, maybe 384. Will they let me get away with that? They will. All right. And then add to carts and add to cart. And let's see how much of each of those I can get. So what's it going to be? And we've leveled up again. Here we go. This is where it all begins. This is how it all happens. So I can get 3 of those. I can get 2 of those. That'll be a start. At least get me a little bit of everything out there. And Adam's just off doing his thing with all the water. I'm more than happy to see him doing that. That is perfectly fine. So then I'll need more racks. I will need more. Yeah, I should not have gotten full pallets of everything. What was I thinking? I'm not going to go through that milk anytime soon. That was such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. Oh, that's all right. I thought we were going to do better than that in terms of having cash, but nope. It's okay. We'll get through it. We'll slowly build everything up as we always have every time. It'll all get there. So here's our 2 things of oil. Not a lot, but it's enough. So oil will go there. And then we'll take some oil, put it there as well. It's already been priced. I'm actually going to take one of those and I'm going to set that in the back just to give me a spot in the rack to put this. So that's why I did that. I should have put it in the rack first, like that, and then I could take it and move it out to the floor. Had I been thinking about that, I would have done that the first time. But you know me, I don't think so. Everyone's like, yeah, I know, no kidding. All right, so that's done. And ready to go. So yeah, we don't get many eggs out there. The eggs are definitely much bigger than the other products there. We'll set that, go ahead, drop that box down, throw the pallet in there. And we'll just run this last bottle of oil out just like that. Cool. So that's good. He'll continue restocking. We have $174. So that would be enough to get me one more rack so I could start getting myself ready to get those next products, which is all those chips and whatnot. So let's go ahead. We're going to get another rack for 108 and then probably hold off there. Let's actually, and then I'll sell that when I get that pallet. I'll go ahead and I'll sell all these 5 pallets. That'll give me like $50 because every dollar counts now all of a sudden because mistakes were made ordering all of that and all of that. Well, at least we won't need a lot of that inventory for a while. I've at least got that going for me. And it'll take 15 seconds for that pallet to show up. So what were the new products that we got? Let's take a look again. If we go here, these are going to be, so 364, 382, I think is what we're going to be able to get away with on that. Yeah, 382. And I can go copy and paste and paste. Yeah, because they're all the same basically. Yeah, that's the caramel. That's the popcorn, the popcorn, the popcorn, and the puff wheat. And everybody's a big popcorn fiend in this town. That much I remember. And then we got another rack here, which we will set up right there. And then all my popcorn will go there. And that'll work out fine. So I have 4 different kinds of popcorn there. And then other snacks will go up on the shelves above it. But for now, that'll work out quite well for those. And again, we'll sell these, and I think we get we get $10 a piece. We do. So you pay $8 a piece for the pallets, and you get $10 back. It's quite the exchange rate. I kind of like it. So we've got $115. We have a restocker. We have way too much water. We have way too much of everything else here. We have not nearly enough eggs. We have not nearly enough oil, and we also need a couple more racks again. So it's your typical Rusty Champagne start. We kind of biffed a little bit, but we have a new place. In terms of other furniture or anything, did anything else open up there? So let's see. No new shelves. So those are going to be later, it seems like. There's our eggs that we just got. There's our oil that we just got. There's all of our different chips that we got. And then, or different popcorn. Then at level 5, we're going to get even more chips just to put us a little bit more behind. And we'll just be constantly working our way back towards all square again. It'll take a little bit, but we'll get there. So yeah, here's our new store. Same as our old store, except new. And yeah, if you want to see more, we can definitely keep doing more with this. I'd really be interested to see, now that we've got all these new products, what the game plays like now that we're through all of these updates. And this will give us a real good chance to actually start over from square one and see how well we can build this place up. It could be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun, I do think. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave a like. If you really like this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.